I've only been storing parts for this car since the day I got it. I don't feel bad about doing this because well, at least we didn't disappoint with the mess that we made. It's the day I've been waiting for a long while. My Firebird's in the shop and we're gonna make it cool. So the car is really cool. It's not fun to drive. It's kind of a gutless wonder. It burns oil and it just needs some love. It still smells really, really bad inside, like rats.
You guys rode back from Oregon with this.
We're gonna need one of those little tree thingies hanging in there, Phil. It smells just a little bit like rats. We put new carpet in it. That didn't fix it. We know the problem and it's in the dash. So all of the heater vents are clear full of, well, rat crap.
Michelle, you rode with the dead mouse.
As long as one of them doesn't come crawling up my leg, then I'll be fine.
Basically, we need to tear the whole inside of the car apart and fix that, put air conditioning in it. We're gonna pull the front clip off this car, take the motor and trans out of it. We're gonna put a steering box on it and fix the bump steer that it currently has. And then we're gonna slip that motor in it that you watched us build. And then make the AC blow cold, make this car fun to drive. That's the goal here. So let's get going. If you'll remember, me and Michelle, we went to Oregon to buy a truck. There she is. We bought the truck and ended up coming home with this car as well.
I got an old car that is probably going to be looking for a new home.
Yeah, we should probably look at that car.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 67 Firebird.
It had been in a barn for a while and the rats got in it. The rats are still in it. Well, I'm just finding that stuff everywhere. It's been parked inside my shop and I know they're not inside of the shop because I got the shop cat to control that. All right, this is our new shop edition. We've got ourselves a cat. It just wandered into our yard and my kids fed it, so it ain't going nowhere now. It's ours. I think we've named it Socks.
Hey,
Where's it at?
right here, look at this.
What do you got there?
Good job, Kitty.
There's a hole right there. It got poked in the firewall. But we've got to fix some stuff. So the transmission in this car is a Power Glide. It's an original Power Glide. It's been rebuilt, obviously. It's painted, so it's not all original. The motor is mostly all original. It's had a cam and some stuff put in it. The car's not 100% original. It's fairly close to original. I don't feel bad about doing this because I'm never selling this car. It's going nowhere. It's going to be in my possession my entire life. I want to be able to load Michelle in this car, take her on a date to St. George and have the AC blowing cold and us enjoy ourselves. So that's the goal. Here we go of tearing the car apart so we can rebuild.
Hey, we're gonna give you a little insight into why Paul's changing the motor in this thing. Land's gonna jump in it and do a morning startup and show you what needs to go on to get this thing up and running when it hasn't been started overnight. Then we're gonna get the oil out of it and get ready to tear the motor completely out. Believe it or not, that was a quick start for it. It only took like 50 pumps of the throttle and died only once this morning. It's in the warm side of the shop, so probably a little better. We're gonna get this thing in the air, get the oil and coolant out of it, and get it ready to be removed from the car. Some of you guys will appreciate this. This car still has the support bracket on it for the starter. I'm amazed. That bracket, you ever seen one with one on there?
Nope.
Everybody sees the little stud sticking off the bottom of a Chevrolet starter and they think, well, it's a little ground strap. Nope, it's actually for a support bracket. Most guys, the first time they change it, it goes because nobody wants to put it back on.
Hard at it.
Howdy.
Exciting stuff going on here.
We got the oil out of it, coolant drained out of it.
Oh yeah. It'll make less of a mess.
I didn't want to wear all of it.
Yeah. You can get the drive line out, Land. It needs to come out of it. And then hopefully we don't have to modify the headers. We do need to put a thing in it right here.
X-pipe in
I
it.
have it over here.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just been sitting here. It'll go right in that area somewhere.
Perfect.
I've only been storing parts for this car since the day I got it. For this very moment, so it's gonna be pretty cool. I think we can get the motor to set down in it. There's a debate going on if we can get the LS with the Whipple to set under the hood.
There's that bracket.
That is exactly why the first time you change a starter in one of these,
They're
that
never
bracket
put back
ends up
on.
in the weeds someplace.
Because it falls off on
No,
its own.
because you're so mad by the time you get
You're
it out of
pissed
there,
off.
you fling it out in the weeds.
Oh, you fling it. Okay.
They've since fixed this starter design and you don't need that.
Oh.
That keeps the nose cone from breaking on the old starters.
Okay.
Got the starter cables off, Tom.
Starter cables are off.
Starter's going back
Only
in.
took me 25 minutes to get to the cable so I could get them all.
Yeah, you'll have that sometime.
What are you doing, Land?
What do you do though?
I am taking the rear wheels off because apparently we're putting a different rear end in this. We're putting a 4 9-inch, which I can see why, because 4 9-inches are tougher than that rear end, whatever that one is.
Fuel lines, trans cooler lines are up here. I think pull those off as we do the
Yeah.
radiator so we don't. If I break them here,
Uh-oh.
then they're gonna.
I think we can
Oh.
do the headers and we can kind of roll them
Did
out
that on
the bottom.
purpose.
I think once the headers are out of the way, then we can get to the motor mounts easier and you can see the starter and stuff at least if the header's out. Yeah, I think that will make it happen.
I'll start extricating bolts out of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Beautiful 4 9-inch.
You winning?
Yeah, we finally got the bolts out of the exhaust.
Oh yeah. Well, I got all the bolts pressed in the rear end, so may not bent the housing too bad. They were terrible. Alrighty, this is the rear end I have for this build. It's a 4 9-inch. It's just one I sourced off of line. It's supposedly for this car. It has the right stuff, so all my links will bolt up. We're gonna have to weld the top links to it once we get that rear end out. But currently, I have a set of axles for this, but they're not the right axles. They're too long, so we're gonna end up cutting some of them off. So we're gonna put the third member in it, measure axle length, chop these off and make them fit. We're repurposing good Curry axles that they sent me for another project, but they were supposed to be 35 spline and these are only 31s. And they didn't want them back, they said to keep them, so I might as well use them today. All right, what we're looking at here is a Speedway nodular housing with a set of 350 gears in it. It should get us down the road plenty good. Currently the car's got 355s in it with a power glide. We're gonna put 350s in it with an overdrive. So we're gonna get 2 more gears in the transmission. Should make this thing way easier to drive. No, I don't want to reach across that table to lift that thing. This should be the bottom. Like so. All right, feeling tough? Perfect. 25 1/4. 29 1/2. All right, now we just build some axles. So this is gonna be easier than I thought. We only got to trim one axle a little bit, so shouldn't be no big deal. She ain't right. It's too long. Gonna have to trim some of it. All right, one axle shortened.
That was the hard one, right?
Yeah, the other one, we're cutting enough off of it. It should just cut, and then I'll taper the ends and be good. Let's see what this looks like. So if I can read a tape measure, I had plenty of spline to cut both of these off and still have spline to spare. Time will tell if today's a tape measure reading day or not. Still fairly excited about this whole proposition here. This car is gonna be...
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be a fun car. Yeah,
Is that a win?
we're golden. Yeah, this axle's good.
Heck yeah.
This one's a win. I'll cut the other side off now. All right, we got this axle all trimmed up. We're gonna go ahead and bolt this thing together, and hopefully it's good. Then I can start figuring out brakes and all the other little stuff that go along with it. We'll have ourselves a rear end built.
Built.
Good enough for now. May not have been exactly right when I put it on there. Not super tight. Just needed some persuasion.
Bingo.
And removed. That doesn't go to this car. Not part of the equation. About ready to pull a radiator out, and then we can get serious. Then we can figure out how to get the front clip off. We're taking the whole front clip off because we've got steering work to do with it. We want to clean the frame all up. There's holes in the firewall. We just want to be able to patch everything and do it right. So it's coming off. It's yours. Don't believe that was factory. Someone's obviously done some stuff to that. The more I work on this car, the less bad I feel about pulling this apart. It's had some stuff done to it. I mean, it's a lot original, but there's still been some stuff. Yeah, this has got nuts and washers, and that's not factory. We're pulling the last couple bolts out of the core support, and then I think we can try to lift this whole front clip off. Go grab a pry bar, Land.
Push on the bottom of the ratchet.
Beauty.
You got it. Okay, you're gonna need to set a camera up so we can lift this off. Okay, the back's gonna have to kind of roll up and over the A-arm stuff so you don't bend the inner fenders. There you go. Now go up over. Alright, gentle, so it doesn't bend those bottoms. Perfect. Well, we can get stuff now. There it all is. Undo the steering now. Motor mountages. We can lift the motor out. All right, guys, we had to take a minute to address some comments we've been getting about my boots. So I've been sporting these slip-on front boots for a couple of months now. And I was kind of on the fence when I first got them because I'm not a slip-on boot guy, but I like them. They're super easy and convenient. I can walk in the house, kick them off real easy, where the lace ones take a little longer to take on and off. But I love these things. Brunt's super easy to work with. Good guys running the company, so we like to support them. You can go to bruntworkwear.com, check out all the things they have. They got pants, they got all kinds of different things you can get from them, all good quality, and we use all of it. So if you guys want to try a pair of boots out like these, just use code FABRATS and save yourself $10 when you check out. Go check them out. So it's already channeled just barely under that, but not enough for what we're currently got planned. I think I can just take a piece of 1/4-inch flat strap and bend it on that thing. We'll just cut this taper in it down, flat across, taper up, and I'll just
build a new lid in it.
Build a new 1/4-inch lid, and then it'll be tougher. Yeah, those motor mounts are stepped way back on this thing. And as far as I can tell, you're right. We're gonna get 3 inches back farther. We're gonna have to redo some throttle pedal stuff. This is a manual linkage. We're gonna have to run a cable that runs up and around and over to the side here. We're gonna have to redo the throttle pedal a little bit.
And the goal is to look at the car and go, wow, that's a cool
old 67.
67. And then open the hood and go, holy crap.
I mean, they could have had that in 67.
Big old blower.
Should have.
Yeah, they should have been a factory option. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll just pull all these little ones out that are holding this thing in, and then it can slide straight up forward.
Okay. Yeah, we hook a crane to it.
Yeah,
Set it on the floor.
I think so. Probably exhaust manifold bolts is looking like a likely spot for it. Yeah, chain right up around it. Lift her out of there. And then it's a matter of pressure washing the frame up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and weld this frame fully. Back here is terrible. Behind the steering box, there's no weld on it. There's an open seam. I don't know how the bump steer kit works. We'll have to
Figure it out.
work through that. Yeah, we'll have to work through that, and then it's going to be a matter of bolting motor and trans together and test fit. Pull it out, cut and weld. Test fit, pull it out, cut and weld.
Get angry, kick stuff.
Yeah, throw tools around the shop.
I mean, we could just buy one of those fiberglass hoods off the internet and call it a day.
You're a fun hater, Landon. You're a fun hater.
Hey, I'm just making it so where you don't have to cut the frame.
We could just spend $6 grand and buy a whole front chassis for this thing too.
Are you?
No. No, I'm not. No, I like the car. I just don't like the motor in the car, and I'm doing what I can to put a good motor in it. See, I like the original color of this car better. That lighter green?
Yeah.
That's the color. I really like that color. That's kind of the color that the 65's getting painted. Be cool to have this car and the truck the same color.
Matching the same.
I'll bet if we go to this back bolt hole and come up over, it'll lift all of it, won't it? Be close-ish.
Well, she's lifted. She has arisen.
Might be the throttle cable we forgot. Take that air cleaner off, Land.
Well, we just talked about that.
Yeah, we definitely were just talking about it. I'm like, I'm gonna pull that off. And then I went ahead and didn't. I'm ready just to see that other one setting in here. I'm gonna calm a whole bunch of worries that I've had for, I don't know, a long time.
Severe the last 24 hours.
Yeah, it's been pretty good the last little bit. Okay, there's that. We've got
Probably gonna have to get some more.
that undone. Grab a wrench and take that out 3/4. I'm eating my kids' Easter bunny tax. You got to teach them young about taxes, so I go through and I assess a tax out of each one of their baskets for me. Don't want them to be disappointed when they grow up and figure out they have to pay taxes.
Do different kids have different tax brackets?
No, it merely depends on, I'm like the government. If they have good stuff, I tax them more. If it's bad stuff, well, they get off pretty easy.
It's bound up in that oil filter.
We're
We're
hitting
off.
something. Starter's gotta come out.
Big old starter.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna go out the bottom.
Got her part way out.
Here, now let it sit there for a second. Why? There's a transmission.
We're not balanced very well. We'll let it drain. Just let it drain. Well, at least we didn't disappoint with the mess that we made. We knew going in today that we were going to do a good job.
Good prediction. I've got to tell it.
Okay, push down on it. We'll level her out. Oh, hold on. That'll make life easier. Removed. Motor's out. Now we can assess. See this giant hole? That's how the mice were getting in and out of there, man. So all of this will come out. Oh, that's a passenger side fender. Not one on that side, was there?
Nope.
Hey, this car's light. We got 1 Landon horsepower. Are you half?
I'm not any horsepower. I wasn't pushing.
Oh, perfect. Time to clean.
That's quite the pile, Landon.
Oh, it is. All right, that's about all we're gonna get done today. Next time, we're gonna jump on this car and get steering all dealt with and the rear end slapped in the car. But I'm pretty excited about this. This car is gonna be awesome. I think I've got it figured out how to drop the motor down in it, make it clear everything, and make the hood shut. So fingers crossed it's gonna work. So until next time, thanks for watching.